some time I had the opportunity to teach the Coventry University students of the MBA program. So I was blessed. I think we can continue.
Yes. Now Dr. Pratik Roy presenting a paper.
And we would like to finish everything within 12 to 13 minutes, and that's going to be applicable to all the presenters today. We have got 5 presentations, and at the time we are running short of it. So we are going to stick to 10 minutes of presentation and 2-3 minutes of question answers, and thereafter the next presenter will come.
I'm associated with the Energy and Resources Institute, TEDI, Bangalore. So the title of my today's presentation is Scaling Up of Eco-Inclusive Enterprises and How Corporate Social Responsibility Programs Help. So this is the basic outline of today's eco-inclusive enterprises. So eco-inclusive enterprises can be defined as a for-profit entities that also deliver environmental, social impacts, and thereby addressing the triple bottom line like profit challenges across a range of sectors such as clean energy, sustainable agriculture, waste management, etc. And they address issues and opportunities for the marginalized communities. And such enterprises also across cutting for multiple United Nations Sustainable Development Goals such as like no poverty, good health and well-being, clean water, sanitation. A company registered partnership firm or limited liability partnership opened less than 10 years ago and has an annual turnover less than 100 crore. And it is from 30 states and 7 UTs. So it has till now created 5.2 lakh jobs, and among those 45% of the job has been created in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. The top sectors in startups are mainly enterprise technology, health technology, financial technology, and retail technology. Among the jobs, 45% of jobs are created in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. But mostly the top sectors in the startup are enterprise technology, health technology, financial technology, as you can see in the slide. And startup has got extensive support from Startup India Action Plan and for funding, public procurement, tax incentives and all. And we have over 100 unicorns. Okay. So opportunities and challenges for eco-inclusive enterprises. Is it visible?
Yeah.
So, clean sector is currently underrepresented, so there is a considerable scope for extending products and services in this sector. Startups are well positioned but to address local challenges and providing appropriate solutions. The challenges facing by startups, especially those who are operating in clean sector, are the market for products and services what they provide. There is a lack for customer awareness or acceptance. The value-added products are being created from waste, so there is a difference between lot-to-lot variation in products what they are making. So that has this procedures has to be standardized, and there is a big problem is access to finance for scaling up for those industries, and there is another issue is internal human resources. So next is. So now this is about SEED. So SEED is a global partnership for action and sustainable development and green economy, and it promotes entrepreneurship and sustainable development. And it was founded in 2002 in World Summit on Sustainable Development in Johannesburg under UN Environment, UNDP and IUCN Global Partnership for Action on Sustainable Development and Green Economy. And SEED is hosted by Adelphi Research and is a non-profit German organization committed to sustainable development and entrepreneurship. So there are seed hubs in Asia and African countries, and Indian seed hub is hosted by TEDI, the Energy and Resources Institute, the same organization by what I represent. So seed programs actually it helps. It works closely with public and private sector partners and directly with enterprises through two-pronged approach. Either it helps direct enterprise support or it provides ecosystem building support. So under direct support it enable eco-inclusive enterprises from startup to scale up. And for ecosystem building, it actually helps practitioners so that leading in investors, banks, development finance institutions, and foundations, and innovators to jointly address the major finance challenges that face by small and medium-sized eco-inclusive enterprises. So, this is the seed direct enterprise overview. This is the seed award statistics. What seed organizes annual awards, and it provides recognized awards achievements in for entrepreneurship in sustainable development. So these are the basic records for this seed awards and all. So seed indirectly seed provides three different processes. So this business development service is actually that program that actually causes kind of a TOT, training of trainers. It enhances the capabilities of business development service providers with skill and tool required to improve their support services offered to the eco-inclusive enterprises on that region. And the participant for that program will be getting these mentioned 6 different tools. Next is seed climate finance. It actually engage financial institutions, finance-focused organizations, and others SME ecosystem stakeholders through collaborative hands-on process. It also co-create innovative climate finance mechanism, also address major financing challenges faced by the climate smart enterprises looking for scale their businesses. And the third one is seed policy advocacy. It's mainly engaging policymakers, intermediate sectors, experts, and enterprises in an interactive co-creative process. It co-creates innovative policy solutions and addresses the need for climate smart, socially inclusive enterprises and mobilize community and policy. So now, next is there is some example for seed supported enterprises. So I have 6, so I will be presenting only 2 because of shortage of time. The first one is Iccsr solution. It's a sustainable agriculture. It works in sustainable agriculture and clean sector technology. It has 2 products. So it offers 2 products. Like first one is EcoFrost. This is a portable cold room based on solar energy, and further equipped with thermal energy storage panels, and so there and backup power is also available. Without that too, without batteries. So this product can be leased or purchased for installation for individual or community level location. And the next product is Ecotron. This is an app-based controller that controls the flow of power between solar panels and solar pumps. So these 2 products helps in more efficient irrigation through Ecotron and improve storage of the product through EcoFrost. So on doing this, it also creates the jobs for local communities to install and maintain those facilities, and also it improves the post-harvest losses that studies showed that post-harvest losses are reduced to 2% and compared to the 15% initially. And also using a solar panel, it generates over 100 million kilowatt-hour electricity, and that is a clean electricity, and that reduces the consumption of 1 lakh liter diesel per day. And also it increases the average income of the farmers up to 40%. So this is the first one. The next one is Imagine. It's a it works in the waste management sector. It actually repurposes the waste material, like fabric, wood, glass, and convert them to value-added products. And those products are handcrafted. So it also helps in the economically weaker section of the society, especially the young women. And they are also getting training, and they have and by doing this, their income has been increased up to 20,000 rupees per month. And also, in 2021, it repurposed around 15,000 pairs of jeans, 250 kg of fabric, 5,000 kg wood, 1,000 kg yarn, and 350 kg glass. Thus, upcycling of this waste avoided the estimation of 400 tons of carbon dioxide emissions.
Dr. Pratik, now please conclude. We do not have too much time. 1 or 2 minutes left.
Okay, just a minute. Then I'm just keeping the other tools.
5
Then
minutes.
I come to this role of CSR. So overall, CSR spending towards the incubators has remained very low. It's approximately 12 crore in 2015-16, and now, and to say 16-17, it's increased a little bit. It's around 20 crore. There is a recognition that the incubator are promising and CSR investment options in view of that the large-scale sustainable impact they can create, provide new ideas and product development, and reach untapped markets. So, CSR support to eco-inclusive enterprises. So, CSR, considering the multiple challenges faced by the eco-inclusive enterprises, there are some crucial gaps that CSR can build. So, first is CSR can create capabilities. The technical and financial human resource capabilities of the eco-inclusive enterprises are limited. So, in this sector, CSR can help to standardize and scale up the operation, and also to create appropriate market linkages. It can create a customized training program to build capabilities among the critical gaps. And one possible way to provide it is to provide some trainings and all. Then third one is alternatively it can target development and skill set. Can be used to company taking up the need-based projects. It can help the eco-inclusive enterprises by providing finance, because access to finance is the key challenge to all the industries. So then it can also integrate the products or services that are provided by eco-inclusive enterprises in their corporate value chain. For example, they can make more green sourcing appropriate, like they can use recyclable cutlery products or those kind of products that these inclusive enterprises are making. So the last summary, to summarize this, the inclusive enterprises are holistically address the business and social environmental aspects of the solutions they provide and promise to contribute significantly towards the achievement of various SDGs. Example of seed-supported enterprises show that potential of such enterprises, however, challenges in scaling up remain and limiting impacts on the currently realized. And corporate organizations through their CSR spend offer a way to address these challenges, and they also increasingly recognize the strategic benefits that engaging with startups provide them. So for any further query or regarding seed and all, you can connect with our social media channel, or you can go through their seed website, and for more detail you can contact Dr. Vidya Batra and Dr. Malini Balakrishnan. They are the coordinator of Seed Hub, and you can also contact Amar. He is a country liaison of India Seed Global. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Pratik. Any questions from the people?
Now this session is open for the question.
Yeah, I'm here to take care of. Any questions from people present here?
When we move from startup to scale up, right, the paradigms are different. The paradigm is once you have the interest-free subsidy, right, whether you have got the support of 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs or 1 crore, but the entrepreneurs or the eco-entrepreneurs, they are not able to calculate the cost of capital.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, yes. Am I audible?
Oh. No, your voice is distorting. Hello?
Okay. Okay, can come closer, don't you?
Your voice is distorting.
We'll try to be close to you.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, Dr. Pratik, I have one apprehension. The apprehension is when you move from a startup to scale up, probably your shelf life
Yeah.
may be 3 years or 4 years or 5 years, right? But
Yes.
in this period, probably you enjoy the subsidy, high amount of subsidy, or the interest-free loans or support or financing support. What is
Sir, can you be a little bit louder? I'm not getting your volume is less.
okay? Okay, I'll be a little slower. Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yeah. Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. What is the shelf life of these eco enterprises since you are working with this? I have just apprehensions. If by the time they move to scale up, 99% of these startups are vanished. I don't know whether this is my apprehension, whether it's true or not. Because they
So actually,
just can you respond?
yeah, so actually today I had 6 examples from eco-inclusive enterprises, and most of them are in Bangalore, so I have contacts with them. So these enterprises are 5 to 6 years old,
Okay.
and now, and I can tell you that these enterprises are doing very well. Maybe all the eco-inclusive enterprises are not doing well, but yeah, that risk is there, but the example what I have given you, so those enterprises are working very nicely, and they are generating income also to the marginalized communities also, because there is one in enterprise I could not present. They are producing the detergent product that is not petroleum based, so they are procuring the soap nuts. There's a natural product from the forest in Chhattisgarh. So those areas, so they are directly creating empowerment there, because they are procuring from a self-help group that's run by the women on that particular area, and the study shows that now their income is around 25,000 per month. Earlier it was 2 to 3,000 per month, and they're 85 to 87% of the members of that particular community now they are able to fulfill their calorific value also. Earlier it was around 7%.
Okay, great. Any other questions from the house? Anyone would like to take? Thank you very much, Dr. Pratik. Now we are moving to the next presentation.
Okay, thank you, sir.
For entrepreneurial animal waste management and appropriate small-scale income generation and source of renewable energy for rural India.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, audible.
Am I audible?
Yes, audible.
Okay. Let me say my presentation.
Dr. Pranav, he is a veterinarian by profession and is talking.
Yeah, I am a veterinarian by profession. Working as assistant professor. Okay. Just.
Share it, Kashmir.
Whether my slides is visible now?
Yeah, it's coming there. Yeah, it's visible now.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Dr. Pranav, working as assistant professor in the division of veterinary and animal husbandry.
Your voice is not so clear to us, Dr. Pranav.
Change and education that is cost Jammu and it's very appropriate for rural India. Now clear?
Yeah, we can see
It may be network issue because we are in the border area here, so it may be some network issue always prevails here. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this enhancing the farmer's income. So why is it important? Because we are living in the 21st century and the century of entrepreneurship. We all know about this. And this entrepreneurship is a very crucial factor in the economic development of any region of the country. So we need dynamic entrepreneurs who can Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are audible. Slides are not.
Your slide, my second slide is visible.
No.
No, you can again. Slides are not visible, sir.
Just now it's visible.
Yeah, it's coming. Just wait for yeah.
Okay. I'm going for full slide. Yeah.
Full slide मोड में नहीं आया है सर इधर कभी.
Let me add. But okay. Let me continue with this one. So the problem of poverty, inequality, and regional imbalances can be tackled with the development of entrepreneurship. So why it's important? Here we see this clear cut difference between the entrepreneur and the person who works in the government department or MNCs. So we see this wage employment versus the entrepreneurship. So yes, and that's other things. So all we must be knowing about all these things. So why livestock importance and why it is important in case of entrepreneurship? But our Prime Minister tells that we have to double the farmers' income by 2022. So if we see the rural area where the majority of farmers live, how can we increase their or enhance their income by doubling or tripling the income? Livestock is the only source because land is fragmented and then its soil is decreasing every day. We cannot increase the size of land of a farmer. But we can increase his income or her income by just adding 2 or 3 animals to his household, and his income can be doubled. So livestock is one of the sector which can bring enormous change in the livelihood of the world. Agriculture, the livestock, including livestock, has a 3.9% contribution into Indian GDP, and around 20.5 million people depend upon livestock for livelihood. And it's the large mind to form a business in this case. So the livestock farm, dairy farm, poultry farm, sheep and goat farms. So these farms need feed, and feed is the 60 to 70% requirement of any farm. 60 to 70% of the money involved in the management of farm goes in the case of feed only. So feed manufacturing is another scope where the farmers or the veterinarians can join, or others can also join here. Then forest supplying, farm equipment manufacturer dealership. Then dog breeders, pet lovers are big in number in cities and urban areas and even the villages. Then in case of poultry, hatcheries are another sector where entrepreneurship can be generated. Then pet animal, large is a mobile clinic because large animals cannot move to clinic and other places. So mobile clinic is requirement here. So many governments, state governments, and central government have provided mobile clinic. Similarly, we can have farm consultant, we can have contract farming. Nowadays, people are very health conscious. We can go for organic livestock farming. We can have organic milk. We can have organic egg like this, organic meat like this. So these are the traditional opportunities in the livestock sector. Now we're talking about so suppose a farmer is having 2 or 3 animals, because in India, only farmers, mostly they run a subsistence farm, only 2 or 3 animals maximum they are having. So once these animals out of the milk, they are on the dry period. So these animals have become a problem for the farmers because they are not being milked now. So you will see them in streets of India, lots of cattle are there and running great crowd to the traffic. So here the waste management can create alternate sorts of entrepreneurship or livelihood to the farmers, or it can add income to the farming community. How it can be done? Because it has a very integrated opportunity. Animal waste plants are available in the area of waste collection, waste handling, waste sorting, waste storage, waste transport, waste transformation, and energy recovery from waste. So we see this is a rearing of cattle is an enterprise. We all know. Any farmer I cannot say it's a business, it's a passion, or than a poultry farm. One can join because animals are not machines, they are living bodies. So one has to, in the farming system, or taken for granted, he has to or she has to be very passionate with animals. Then only animal will deliver or will produce waste or optimal production. So it says, we all experienced last year environment. So a cattle rearing as it exists today, the subsistence farming level is quite financially unviable. Why? Because 2 or 3 animals, keeping 2 or 3 animals will not give you any kind of profit margin. It is just for your family or family requirement. One business will be called new 20 or 30 kg animals in your house or in your farm, that's a commercial farm. And then you have to be follow the scientific farming practices, then only it can be viable, economically viable. So another thing, the bullocks and the made cows, we have the problems because, and we all know when the made cow born, we are nowadays sex treatment has come, which can give you 90% chance of only female calves. Though in India it is not popular now because that semen is a costly one. So the answer lies in harvesting of all cattle byproducts such as cattle dung and urine for various purposes. It is also possible to increase the profitability of ranches by increasing the unit size. Then what is waste? Waste are generally considered as minerals. However, with suitable intervention, they can be converted into a fruitful resource. Then cow dung. Cow dung is something people can easily see on the streets of India and cities. And it's something people think is useless, but it's not useless. Nature provides us many resources, and most of the people lack knowledge about how each of these resources can be put to use. Now this cow dung. We all know this is the undigested residue of plant matter, which is rich in minerals, nutrients, and microorganisms, etc. It can have produce farming system very productive. Because our soil has now, you see this, humus content in our soil very less now because of the conventional farming of this chemical fertilizer, chemical pesticides on lands and are becoming barren. Productivity has gone down. So this source, the cow dung, can be used as a vermicompost or farmyard manure, will enrich our soil, its nutrient holding capacity of the soil will be enhanced by using this cow dung. Then ecological significance of cow dung. Cow dung is even the food provided for various animals and fungal species, which by recycling break down the dung further through food chain and into the soil. Then cow dung is used for making handicraft products. Now the prime minister provoker for local. So this cow dung has enormous uses for local to local for local practices. Then another thing, cow dung has renewable and sustainable energy sources. It can be produced biogas, pure biogas. Cow dung is collected and used to generate biogas. This biogas is used as a great natural source to generate heat and electricity. 95 million annual waste unit would generate about 1 part of renewable energy per year. And this is equivalent to 8 billion gallons of gasoline, around 1% of total world's energy. So it's very amazing. So getting a natural energy source that is not at all harmful to the environment. Then in any livestock farm, if you see, the organic waste can amount up 80% of the total soil waste generated, of which manual production can account up to 5.27 kg per day per 1,000 kg live weight in the wet basis. So, according to an by ILO, International Labour Organization, the productive use of dung would support 2 million green and decent jobs. 2 million green and decent jobs. And also, full-time permanent jobs in dung collection, biogas plant, electrification, and fertilizer production in rural and big urban areas. So, in India, livestock are managed basically 3 ways. We all know this. One is just dung is collected in aside in the roadside. Then another for making the cow dung upland like goita or like thinking. Another is very popular, the government wants to make it popular is the use of biogas from this gobar. This is a very important one. So if you see almost all the cities of India are flooded with many small urban dairies, which cater to the milk need of the surrounding population. But no doubt, these farms are very important for the people residing in the area as they get fresh milk daily. But on the other hand, these areas are also creating nuisance in the surrounding by dumping useful bioresources. That is, cattle dam with huge amount of water for flushing in the colony drainage system, which is already overloaded with household waste, leading to slipping of gutter, microbial contamination, poisoning. Am I audible?
Yeah, Dr. Pranay, you have first got 3 minutes to conclude.
Okay.
Yeah, so be fast.
So this is the solution here lies in the to procure these wasted dung on payment basis from urban dairies or the rural areas and make them compressed biogas as substitute for LPG or fossil fuel. Then vermicompost. Then you can have praकृतिक paint, Vedic paint. Then you can go for eco-friendly products like Iccsr, but also the largest cattle dung producer worldwide. According to a Rashtriya Company IO, 192 crore kilos of cattle dung is produced per day in India. And as a cow provides 3,500 kg of cow dung, 1 liters of cow urine, 4,500 cubic feet of biogas, 100 tons of organic manure per day. So cow dung generated from 3 to 5 cattle per day. What we have in Indian conditions, the farmers have 3 to 5 cattle. So that can run a simple 8 to 10 cubic meter biogas plant, which can produce 1.5 to 2 cubic meter biogas per day, which is sufficient for a family of 6 to 8 persons. And also you can cook a meal for 2 or 3 times per day. So my suggestion is that collected dung and urine can be dumped away from the urban dwellings. So further, a part or whole of the cattle dung can be processed for biogas, then converted to compressed biogas, that is CBG, which the Indian processing unit may use for running their boiler plants. The remaining cattle dung and the dung and huge quantity of slurry coated biogas can be used for making vermicompost, crematorium blocks, eco-friendly lamps, paints, idols, flower pots, biofertilizers, gardening, etc. On a large scale basis, which can be commercially viable and sustainable business position. Moreover, collected urine can be used for making biopesticides, repellent, because these are very used for organic farming or the natural farm. So these are the types of organizations. If somebody wants to start this cow dung-based entrepreneur venture, so the entrepreneurs are organized which can involve making cotton logs, incense sticks, flower pots, etc. One can get training from this institute. Then KVIC, that is Khadi Village Industry Commission for paint, that is a basic paint or practical paint and biogas plant. Then Biogas India is there, just give a call, they will give you some, they will give suggestions. then it's a very sustainability, because somebody was talking about sustainability earlier. So this is a sustainability one, in Union Commission, sustainable farming, sustainable agriculture, then we must think of cow dung waste product.
Yeah, your time is up.
So different venues to this annual waste management, that's one of the gobar gas. Then from gobar gas, we can go for this compressed gas unit. And this biogas, this is the normal biogas unit in the rural area, and this one is the CIMP.
Now your time is over. Time is over.
Just give me 2 more minutes.
Just, yeah,
So,
finish.
biogas is a very advanced technique, but it requires a lot of money also. Around 18 to 20 crores investment is required here. Then, practically, I just want to share here that KBIC in Jaipur is procuring cow dung from a gosala and producing this bedding pen. This bedding pen is very important, very useful, because it doesn't have any kind of synthetic inputs like heavy pellets and other things. So they are procuring cow dung at the rate of rupees 10 per kg. 10 per kg for procuring for this manufacturing bedding pen. So rupees 10 per kg cow dung is taken by this institute. So if such kind of industries can be generated, can be located in the rural area, so that no farmer will leave their animals on the street. If the cow dung is procured at the rate of 10 kg or 5 rupees, even 5 rupees. So this kind of very useful things. That means vermicompost. We all know this vermicompost.
Yeah.
And carbon logs is very useful nowadays, because in cremation of dead bodies, around every year 5 lakhs of trees are being cut for this cremation of the human bodies.
Yeah, thank you for the presentation.
And some initiatives are taken by some institutes. These are some eco-friendly products. Then we can make paper also from this product, that is eco-friendly papers. And that can be shopping bags, and then dog meat is on nicer, which is making this friendly papers. Cow urine, for example, cow urine has various advantages.
Hello, Dr. Pranav. Yeah.
Right.
Listen to you, nice.
Okay.
Thank you, because others are also waiting. Anyone who has a question to ask, Professor Rajiv.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. No. The point is, we have been talking about, at least in your paper, you have talked about lots of biogas plants. They are not viable, and you are yourself telling that you need at least 20 cattle, 15 to 20 cattle to run those plants. In new Govardhan Yojana, they have tried to come up with smaller plants so that it can work. What I see that the technology needs to be viable in that way, that you cannot keep on talking about adding 3 or 4 or 5 families and then running a biogas plant in a village. That will not work. So technology part needs to be taken care of. Then only things will be actually useful for people in rural areas or urban areas. We do not have cattle, so rural areas is going to be useful there. So you people need to actually work on that part. Government is trying to support, but still it will not be so useful. So that is how we would like to conclude. Now we come to the next presentation, please. You can log off now, sir.
Now I request Ms. Shruti Trivedi for preparing a paper on an investigation on effect of PM 2.5 meteorology factors and COVID-19 factor on COVID-19 mortality.
Typo error?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Is she on the runway?
Is there any background noise?
Yeah, background noise is there. Lots of background noise is there. call you. So you will be comfortable at your place and you will.
Yes, sir. It will take only 2 minutes.
Next presenter.
Now I request Dr. Sonia for presenting a paper on reaching the unreached to meet the unmet need, vision screening and provision of eyeglasses through outreach campus in India.
Hi everyone. Give me just 1 minute to share my.
Everybody wants what they have to do. अच्छा कुछ ये सब नहीं थे ना
Are you able to see my screen?
Not yet.
It is not visible. Okay.
Third person.
Manisha, would you like to share the screen? I'm really, I'm not sure why I'm not able to share.
Just give me a moment, Sonia. I'm sharing this screen.
Yes, thank you.
We will be giving you 10 minutes to make presentation because paucity of time, and then there will be question answer if there is any. Then the next presenter will come. Stick to timeline of 10 minutes.
Sure. Hi everyone. I'm Sonia Pant and I look after voluntary evaluation research in Vision Spring. And with me is Manisha, who takes care of operations in Vision Spring. Today we were going to present about the topic, which is the reaching the unmet need. And we are the Iccsr organization, provide comprehensive eye care services to the community, provide eyeglasses system base of pyramid population. When we talk about the Manisha, can you please share the name? Yes, I'll share. When we talk about the and in this session, we're going to talk about the refractive error as well as the other eye disorders. So when we talk about the uncorrected refractive error, are the most common cause of visual impairment and second major cause of avoidable blindness. And it's one of the major public health concerns in low middle income countries. When a person is not able to see clearly, how it threatens their life. In terms of learning, it threatens the life of a child. And when we talk about the refractive error problems among the adults, it threatens for full employment, livelihood, quality of life, financial inclusion, road safety among the drivers if the driver is not able to see clearly, mental health and civic participation. Globally, economic loss due to lost productivity caused by uncorrected refractive error and presbyopia, which is a near vision problem, estimated to be $269 and $11.023 billion respectively. So you can see that how much the uncorrected refractive error problem is basically impacting the productivity and the quality of life among the population. Refractive error is a priority for the Global Vision 2020. Vision 2020 is the right to sight and is a global initiative to eliminate avoidable blindness and visual impairment such as cataract, refractive error, low vision, trachoma, childhood blindness, including vitamin A deficiency. And Vision Spring is one of the partner for Vision 2020. Given the large unmet need, the 74th World Health Assembly, which was organized by WHO in May 2021, endorsed two new global eye care targets for 2030, which is 40% increase in effective coverage of refractive error and a 30% increase in effective coverage of cataract surgery. So this was the initiative by the WHO. And you can see that uncorrected refractive error can easily be corrected and 1.1 billion people globally do not have the eyeglasses, which they really need. So Vision Spring, conducts a Clear Vision program, which accelerates the achievement of UN Sustainable Development Goal number 1, 4, 5, 8, and 3. So basically, for school children, we conduct, we actually aligns with Sustainable Goal number 4, and basically for the drivers screening program, we align with Sustainable Development Goal number 3. And when we conduct community eye screening programs and eye screening program for the workers, we align with Sustainable Development Goal number 1, 5, and 8. Next slide, please. We also believe in generating evidence, and in 2017, along with our institutional partners from QUB University, Clearly, Orbis, we conducted the clinical trial, and this is the this clinical trial was a productivity study of presbyopia elimination in rural dwellers, and it was the largest clinical trial which were able to generate the evidence among the Assam tea garden workers that on an average productivity increase after providing them comprehensive eye care services and provision of eyeglasses increases the productivity of 22%. And when we talk about the over and above age of 50 years, it increases the productivity of 32%. Next slide, please. So, how we approach and what are the objectives. For 2021, we conducted, almost more than 380,000 screenings from January to December 2021 across 18 states. And we also, we have a model wherein we conduct eye screening, also provide referrals to the cataract, problems, diabetic retinopathy, and other eye disorders. And we have a helpline system wherein we reach out and do follow up with the participants who have been referred, and we try to understand whether they have availed these services with our network partners. We have a network of more than 350 hospital partners for referral, and we also provide eyeglasses to those hospital partners. I have already spoken about our model. We have 4 different models. One is basically for school children, which comes under C2 Learn theme, and we have eye screening program for workers and community under C21 program, and for truckers we have C2B Safe programs for drivers, especially for the truck drivers, C2B Safe program. When we talk about the results, we would like to share that the refractive error problem was quite high among the adult, which is almost 62%. And I would like to share first of all about the demographics. So through this program in 2021, we reach out to 381,000 population, and adults were almost 88% and 12% were children. When we talk about the gender-wise distribution, we try to reach out to equal, for eye screening for the females, and we reach out to 35% females through this eye screening program. You can see the average age among the adult population was 43 years, 49 years, and among children it was 12 years. When we talk more about our results, uncorrected refractive error, you can see one of the major leading cause of visual impairment. It was 62% among adults and 9% among female. A systematic review was published in 2018 by Sheila Devi, and it reflects the prevalence of refractive error among children, which is almost the same 10% for the children. Then Dona et al. Also does a study which talks about the prevalence of refractive error among adults is 42%, and our refractive error is almost the same, which is slight higher side. And we distributed eyeglasses to 98% children and 95% to the adult population. We also see how many are actually first time wearing eyeglasses in their entire life, and you can see the number and the percentage is quite high among children as well as adults. 80% were wearing eyeglasses for the first time among children, and 74% among first time in their entire life. Next slide, please. I would like to stress more upon the referral system as well, because we refer, cataract patients and other eye disorders who are referred hospitals. The referral rate is again slightly higher, side 9% is basically overall the referral rate in terms of cataract and other eye disorders. And I have already briefed you about our follow-up calls. When we get a follow-up call among the 10% population, we found that 37% has already been availed the services of the referral in terms of cataract surgery. Now we talk about the conclusion. Manisha, I would like to hand over to you to wrap up the presentation. Over to you. Manisha, we cannot hear you. You have to unmute, Manisha.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So, if you talk about the conclusions, it is more about how we are covering the hard to reach areas in India and in other parts of the world as well. But in this study, we are talking about India. So, it is more about the uncorrected refractive error in population living in hard to reach areas. Also, our outreach camps are playing a major role not only in identifying the refractive error in these areas, but also serving as a bridge between the healthcare system of ours and the community to reduce the burden of preventive visual impairment. Also, vision screening and provision of eyeglasses are most valuable interventions for early detection of eye problems and visual error corrections. So, in terms of economic, social, and health, our intervention is quite important, and it is playing a major role in the CSR domain. So, over to you, Sonia, for the final remarks.
Yeah, thank you so much. We have already completed our 20 years of provision of clear vision for all the population, especially the base of pyramid population, and there is a huge contribution from CSR partners. So this is all from our side. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, we are open for questions.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Any questions? No.
Yeah, Dr. Sonia, do you have any hot spots in any particular region where you have got the higher incidence of this?
Yes, it's in Maharashtra, especially in Patna, and we have seen in Madhya Pradesh, or means in Madhya Pradesh. I'm talking about the major states where we are finding high refractive error rate. It's in Maharashtra, it's in MP, it's in Uttar Pradesh, and somewhat in Bihar as well. We found high refractive error rate among weavers population because we conduct eye screening camps in clusters as well. So we found that among garment workers, which is in a factory setup, is high refractive error rate, wherein the population is over and above 35 years of age, working in these factories and in clusters. I hope I'm able to answer your question.
Yeah, mostly in the weavers area that you say.
Yes, yes.
Or did you notice somewhere in the nutritional deficiency issues related to that? Any area?
So, yes, I totally understand your question, but we do not focus on nutrition deficiency. We actually, if we found the nutrition deficiency, especially among the children, and we have seen in some of the school eye screening camps in Maharashtra where we are finding the vitamin A deficiency, we are referring them to the tertiary care level hospitals. So we have found this nutritional deficiency, which is vitamin A, in Maharashtra, in Bihar, as well as to some extent in southern part of India.
Organizing all these outreach camps will be costing money. How do you charge to the patients, these marginalized people?
So this is a very good question. So we actually conduct eye screening camps for free of cost. But right now we have a model that we think that they should value for eyeglasses. So especially for the eyeglasses, we ask them for some amount of contribution so that they higher. So we have this model and we have introduced this, in 2021.
Okay, commendable job.
Yeah.
Because,
Thank you. So it's a team effort. We have more than 250, team members who are actually working in India to reach to the hard to reach areas.
Fine. I understand that there are some other charitable organizations as well who are active in these areas, not only eye care in other areas. So perhaps you can join hands with them so as to spread your outreach. Because once I got an opportunity to attend a camp organized by doctors from Tirupati temple there, and then that was for polio. And for the first time I was exposed to such kind of environment where everyone standing close to me was a polio affected person. It's really scary. So the kind of job that people do is commendable. We understand that you can join links with other good institutions, organizations so as to spread the word.
Yes, we do. We collaborate with them. We have already collaborated with several organizations and conducting ICE mini camps in Kumbh Mela and in other areas as well. So we are doing that. Thank you so much for your great application. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll be inviting the next Manisha. Thanks.
Now I would like to invite and Shirish Mishra for presenting the paper on are ESG funds a safe haven during COVID-19 pandemic, evidence from India.
Naveen, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, sir. I am here.
Yeah, so
Can I continue?
you can start with
After your presentation, Dr. Sonia will be presenting. So we are giving you 10 minutes of time. Naveen Kumar, are you a research scholar?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Dr.
Good
Sonia.
afternoon, sir.
Yeah. Are you a research scholar?
Can I continue? Okay, sir.
Both of you are research scholars.
Sir, wait a second. Let me give you a brief.
Yeah, fine.
Sir, my PPT is visible.
Not yet.
Hello.
Yeah.
Just wait, come
Hello.
Yes.
Right, visual.
Yeah, my PPT is visible and audio is audible.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, make
Okay.
presentation. Stick to timeline, 10 minutes.
Okay. A very warm good afternoon to all dignitaries. A very warm good afternoon to all dignitaries, respected faculty members, jury members, and my dear scholars. My name is Naveen Kumar, and with the help of my co-author and my supervisor, Professor Suresh Mishra, Professor and Head Department of Commerce, Mahatma Gandhi University, I am going to present my topic titled on Performance Measurement of Emerging ESG Mutual Funds Industry, Evidence from India. See, before we move further, due to a little of time context, I will be just skipping some invaluable parts, slides, like introduction, giving you an overview of what is ESG. We all know that past 30-40 years there has been major research going on in the mutual fund area, various sectors, multi-cap, large cap, mid-cap, small cap, various types, categories of mutual fund has come and gone. But since the pandemic occurred, there is a new category of fund which is emerging in the market, which is called the ESG part. ESG is basically stands for Environmental, Social, and Corporate Governance. Basically, those companies or those funds which basically sees the parameter which is fulfilling the ESG parameter is investing in that type of fund. Right now, we can say that, see, for let's say example of ITC, ITC blue chip stock. We know that ITC gives a minimum return of 5 to 8% and maximum of 15 to 20%, but it cannot be compliant with the ESG procedure or ESG methodology. That's why we cannot invest, or a particular fund manager cannot invest in an ESG fund. So, pardon me, particular fund manager cannot invest in ITC stocks. That was the basic concept of ESG fund. Some basic literature overview has been there in the past studies in the US, European, Swedish markets for Latin American. Various countries have studies for ESG fund, but since the pandemic, our country is going in the groundbreaking mode of opening ESG mutual fund. Since past 2 years, there has been 11 to 12 mutual funds based on ESG. One new fund offered on ETF and 10 basically ESG fund. Even the government of PSUs are coming in the ESG market. We have the SBI Bank ESG fund. We will be discuss it later with this particular respective fund. You can see from our more than 152 US mutual funds have been tried and tested in the year 1952-58. Going forward, 34 open-ended mutual funds have been in a study in 1966 by William F. Sharpe, an American economist, which generally links the linear link between fund returns and variability. These are some basic literature which I have studied during my research. Michael Jensen was basically groundbreaking research because it researched on alpha by giving a particular index to a particular fund return in the year 1968. Moving forward, we have a capitalized pricing model, just a refined model of Jensen alpha model. Jensen alpha basically considered systematic risk, not an unsystematic risk. Move further, there is a Palmer-French three-factor model, and 1993 the groundbreaking research which my study is based on a four-factor model. My screen is visible?
Yes, visible.
Hello?
Yes, visible. Go ahead.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. See, the development generally shows there are global sustainable funds which have taken data from Morningstar Research database because in India there is a scarcity of data recent now. So we have to go through global and since from there we have to take data in the quarter 4 of calendar year 2020 in various countries that has been gone through the ESG part. The global universe is divided into 3 segments, basically the European Union, United States, and the rest of the world. Rest of the world coming into China, Latin America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. Even the Asian giants like Japan, China, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Singapore, these markets are also booming in the ESG fund market right now. Basically, my timeline will be the COVID pandemic occurs, and during that occurs, what is the performance of the ESG mutual fund? So this is a timeline that is going to be described in my paper. That timeline will be from January 30, 2020 to May 7, 2021. This is basically the official declared COVID period. Where before moving forward, these are the types of paper my goes forward like objectives, hypothesis, formulation, data methodology, empirical results, analytic interpretation, analysis, finding, and conclusion recommendation. The objectives will be two. Basically, first, evaluate the increase in ESG fund and asset under management, that is AUM in India, and ESG equity fund performance based on annualized return, portfolio beta, total risk, downside risk, and risk adjusted return metrics like Sharpe ratio, Fortino ratio, Jensen alpha, and Trainer model value. Hypothesis will be such like that H1, H2, H3. There will be 3 hypotheses. First one is the ESG mutual fund is growing significantly in India. Second one is the performance of ESG mutual fund different from one another, although not necessarily. Third will be ESG mutual fund performance differs from the benchmark index. That is the index in which that mutual fund is performing in itself. Like we have 8 core sectors in India: steel, railway, iron, cement, energy, infrastructure. 3 I didn't get right now, but these are the 8 core sectors in which every mutual fund has to done in its index itself. The data methodology will be like that. We have taken the asset under management data from the MP website, and it will be for 2 years. Right now in India, there is 8 ESG mutual fund, 2 NFO, and 1 ETF. So we cannot consider so all in all the same parameters. So we only consider 8 mutual fund, which is the basic mutual fund. NFO will be outside, and ETF will be outside. We cannot consider that. Each fund performance has been examined for 2 time frames. Basically for the 2021 itself, calendar year, and beginning from the each fund, that is inception date from the each fund date. The NAV value is taken from MP website. The Sensex 30 index of BSE has been placed with benchmark index to measure the alpha. The weighted of the top 30 index are displayed on the stock index known as Sensex 30, as we all know that. Future prospective investor can also take NSE 50, S&P BSE 500, and various other models. Suitable appropriate modification has been made in accordance with the pronounced to the BSE official website was used to derive the Sensex 30 closing price as we. Right now, moving to the methodology part, the following formula was used to compute the fund return during the period, that is NAV of the fund of period I minus the NAV period fund I. Now, moving to the other part, just moving to continue part, this is the second model. Second model will like annualized return of fund B divided by and return in each period total of period in each year. The volatility of investment is measured by the standard deviation of its return, which is measured total risk and its calculated as follows in the gradient described in the model itself, where the standard deviation total risk return RI stands for return in each period and I am total number of periods. To compare a fund analyzed return with standard deviation, the study analyzes return with standard deviation also the following criteria. There is number of trading days in a particular year. So we can consider that in a particular year, calendar year, such Saturday, Sunday is the closing day, and there are some related holidays and public holidays declared by the government of India. So more or less there is more 180 to 240 days of trading evidence center. An average investor is more concerned about a potential of investment as detected by downside deviation than the upside volatility. Downside deviation is defined as an estimation of volatility associated with negative fluctuation in case of changing market conditions. That is prescribed in paper. It is measured as a square root of sum of standard deviation between actual and mean return when the actual return is lower than the mean return. These are some basic standard deviation covariance formula which is going to be used in the formula itself. So study itself. Now, the significance of the study will be that sustainable investing is going at an expanding rate in global scale. According to UN Principal Report, the number of PIs in for responsible investment who formally endorsed the doctrine of sustainable investment is more than 3,500 in 2021 itself. As the year itself progresses, this number is going to be increased skyrocketingly. Sustainable investment funds saw enormous 88% rise in 2021, which nearly 80% of the growth occurring in the Europe market itself. It is anticipated that asset under management of ESG fund will introduce to US by 2025 to $53 trillion, but if you take it in India context, it will go beyond $10 trillion in the asset under management itself. So these are the empirical results that my work has gone. First, the performance rise of equity funds with the ESG themes. Right now, as I told you, I have taken data till December 31st, 2020 because the current year has not ended, so I have not continued the current data itself. Basically, there are 8 ESG theme fund working in India right now, like Aditya Birla Sun Life, Iccsr ESG, Iccsr Prudential ESG, Invesco India ESG, Kotak ESG Opportunities Fund, Quant ESG Equity Funds, Quantum India ESG Equity Funds, and as I told earlier, SBI Magnum Equity ESG Fund. These are backed by public sector undertaking companies. So basically, the table shows that when these funds have launched its expense ratio of net assets in crore rupees and the top 3 holdings and top 3 investments that have done by this fund manager itself and the sector in which they invested. See, just the earlier stats show the tabulated formulation. This slide shows its interpretation. Basically, 5 of the ESG equity funds were introduced in the 2021 alone. As I told you in the pandemic itself, as the pandemic occurred, the normal funds is going. The normal fund return is going down significantly. So the fund managers see what are the areas where we can improve the return with minimized risk. So they come into the ESG area. The SBI Magnum ESG fund which has an asset under management of 4,500 crore approx has the highest asset under management, followed by the Axis ESG equity fund. Every fund puts between 80 to 100% of capital into equities because equity gives you maximum return in comparison to debt. Relatively, the most prevalent space are those in technology and financial services because they have the next.
Naveen, you have 2 more minutes to conclude. My point is.
Yes, sir. Just give me 3 minutes.
Just listen to me. Just listen to me. Just listen to me. Okay. The point is that you have not presented the entire full paper to us. So you have given just the abstract. Now you have done this. You have completed this study or you are proposing this study. First of all, first question.
Sir, I am just working on my study because the methodology part is not completed. That's why I didn't complete the paper.
Fine.
That's why.
Okay, so right now it's not much about the presentation. If you can get some suggestions from us, that will be more valuable to you.
Okay, sir.
Enough. So
Yeah, non-doctoral scholar?
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay. Yeah, it is a work in progress for him. So just let's talk a little and then your presentation is over. It's not that reading all 40 slides is important.
Naveen, I have few specific questions. Can we discuss?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You discussed something about the Carhart model, right?
Yes, sir.
So the moment you select the sample like ESG mutual funds, so
yes, sir.
Finally somewhere you have to conclude whether the returns are alpha driven or the beta driven.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting my point? Whether
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Market premium attributed to market premium or size or the value or the winner losers and so-called momentum or the investments or any other thing. I mean the beta factors
yes,
or the alpha.
Yes, sir.
The market, are you doing on the same lines or something else? Or you are...
Sir, my point will be, can I say?
Yes.
My work will be on the market timing and selectivity. Market timing is just to time the market, and selectivity how a particular fund manager pick a particular stock of a particular fund. If we move further, if you give me some time or 2 to 3 minutes, I will remove fund has come out in the top. Well, first is quant ESG equity fund and second is quoted ESG equity fund, which rank 1 in all the parameters, even the Sharpe ratio, Sortino ratio, Trainer measure ratio, and Henderson-Martin model 68 also.
Actually, which methodology you have used for timing, measuring the timing part? First part of the research, methodology part. Timing.
Sir, Henderson.
Yeah, timing and selectivity. You said 2 different things. How do you?
Yes, sir.
How do you?
I have written on both parameters, and the quant ESG fund has topped in both the parameters itself, rank 1. In the second rank, it's a quoted ESG equity fund, which is rank 1 in the timing, but third rank in the selectivity.
Okay. Did you measure the specific risk or the specific return?
Sir, I am not done.
Are you computing?